I left London in 2025. But I've just landed in Ethiopia in 2018.
Travelled 7 years back in time.
And in this time zone, the rules of the modern world don't apply.
So this is the whipping ceremony.
Who gets whipped?
In Europe, you give a flower. Here, they bleed for you.
Life here is brutal.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
punched by a policeman. This cow is about to be killed.
And success isn't measured by bank balance.
Kalashnikov is worth 4 cows. You're the richest man in this village.
Welcome to the most extreme place on Earth.
The doctor's just pulled out a needle and is poking it in his finger. Oh my God.
The year was 2025 when my flight from London took off. But as I've landed in Ethiopia, all of a sudden, it's 2018.
Time isn't as it kind of is in the West. I've just landed, and everywhere here in the airport, there are these signs saying Happy New Year 2018. It's the most bizarre feeling to be somewhere where the year has shifted back or is different from where you left.
The Ethiopian calendar is 7 years behind our Western calendar because here they calculate the birth year of Jesus Christ differently. Catholics revised the year of Christ's birth in 500 AD, but Ethiopia chose not to, so their calendar lags behind.
And at first I thought it was a mistake. I thought they haven't decorated in 7 years. I'm trying to think what I was doing 7 years ago.
I've arrived during Ethiopia's 13th month, known as Pagume, 5 days in September that simply don't exist in our calendar. But it's not just the year that's out of sync. Economically, Ethiopia is outpacing the planet, growing twice as fast as almost all other major world powers, including the US and China. And it's happening here in Addis Ababa, the diplomatic capital of Africa. It's a modern city, but I've spotted a fragile secret. Look closely and the illusion cracks.
The interesting thing, look at this. They don't use steel or aluminium scaffolding for their buildings. They use wood. This is wooden scaffolding all around this building, look.
These newly built skyscrapers are supported by eucalyptus wood tied together with rope.
Just spotted some guys at the top of that building up there, sort of right on the edge. Barely any sort of safety or support structures around. And
It looks suicidal, but this eucalyptus wood actually bends during earthquakes, where steel would just snap. This isn't poverty, it's ancient engineering outsmarting modern problems. But more than just being a city under development, today there's a tension in the air, and the place is flooded with armed police.
Just sent a crew of army guys on a bus. He had this bullet this size ready on his lap, ready for God knows what.
there are snipers, military snipers, people with binoculars, people with guns.
Today is Mezcal, a huge Christian festival celebrated all over the country. And later tonight, the center of Addis will be on fire.
Thank you. Guys, look where we are. This is Mezcal Square, the city centre of Addis Ababa, here in Ethiopia. And this is one of the most important days of the year for Ethiopians. Ethiopia is predominantly a Christian country, 65% Christian country, and this is the biggest days of their year. It's one of the most vibrant, buzzing, colourful things I've ever seen, I've ever been in the middle of, for sure.
Our introduction to the country has been intense, but as we leave the capital and head south, our grasp of reality is about to change completely. We've driven 4 hours south of the capital, and the modern world doesn't just fade away, it's deleted.
That's the end of the paved, brand new road. So it's dirt tracks from here on, I think. We're literally in the middle of nowhere.
I'm starting to realise the 2018 signs at the airport were a warning. It suddenly feels a long way from 2025 right now.
We're starting to see more and more of the older males having machine guns slung over their shoulders. So typically AK-47, Kalashnikov.
Some tribes, they are nomad, so they move from place to place. So to take care of the cattle, you know, from sometimes they steal each other, the cattle. The Kalashnikov, it's they don't use most of the time just to protect the enemy from the cattle.
And have their own way of sorting stuff out.
These kids are no more than 10 years old, and it's their job to shepherd hundreds of sheep and cattle through the bush. They each carry a machine gun to protect both their herd and themselves from thieves. My first taste of life here in Ethiopia's Omo Valley is a sprawling tribal market in a town called Termi. These markets are a meeting point where many important and lively social interactions take place.
This is my guy today. What's your name?
My name is Shalom. Today is a big day for street tribes on this market in Kafur. They are walking like 20 or 30 kilometers. They're walking from the village.
What? 20 or 30?
Some of them, they are taking 2 days, 3 days.
Okay.
It's like for walking, they sleep on the way.
2 days to come to the market.
Yeah. And when you back, it already takes like 4 days. They are selling a cow and goats. They're buying here on the market, sorghum, maize,
Right.
corn, onion, coffee, or something like that. Look how they are weighing on the kilo.
Ah, yes, okay. Weighing the goats.
Brother. Yeah, look how they are hanging on the
Yeah, jeez. Get it in there. How many is that? What's it saying? About 20, 25? 25.
Yeah, right, 25 kilos.
And so how much a kilo?
Sir, 300.
300 bar.
7,500.
Sorry. That was 7,500.
Right.
Which is dollars?
Yes.
Any idea?
Like yes, $50.
$50 for that last goat, okay. Seems pretty reasonable.
This guy here, look, to attracting the girls. He's a single man. He's not married.
Okay.
And more he have to attracting the girls, he makes more decorated.
This is it.
Because he have more necklace. When he's married, he's not making more decorated.
Okay.
Because he have a wife.
So he's making an effort to try and find a wife.
This guy, when he like one girl is from this market, we have like these necklaces.
All right, okay.
And I put in her neck. And she's from which village? I'm asking her friends.
Yeah.
And her father and my father, they are dealing the prices, how many cattle to pay for her parent.
But you put the necklace on to say, I like you.
Yeah, I like her. She cried, the girl, because she don't like me, I like her. You know, the girl, she don't decide it.
Okay.
But after the parent, they're ugly, the girl, she don't decide.
So she doesn't have any say. You say, I like you,
I
put the
like
necklace
you.
on, and then her dad and your dad
Right.
talk numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There are beer houses on almost every corner, all marked by these posts with yellow bags.
Look at now, this is the local bar, the people enjoying house. There's more people inside.
Beer house. Beer house sign. That's what that means.
Sharing each other with
It's a
local
pub.
bar.
Wait. Yeah. Hello. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
This is a local bar.
Yeah.
They are made of from sorghum and maize.
Okay.
And we call chaka.
Chaka.
Chaka or borde. We call chaka or borde.
Okay.
And they are sharing for two peoples.
Two people share that?
Yeah, that's like they made of sorghum.
Yeah.
You know, the alcoholic person for a week and for a month. When you have for a week, the alcohol is very less.
Yeah.
When you are for a month, the alcohol is gone.
It gets stronger?
Stronger.
Okay. So it smells, I'm not going to drink it, but can I smell it?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells really beer,
Yeah,
like really yeasty and beery, and really warm as well. Yeah.
Some people they drink with hot water
Yeah.
because the alcohol is more.
Stronger.
Yeah, stronger. And for cold water, you drink the alcohol is less. You know.
Yeah. Okay, that's hot. That's gonna be strong.
Yeah.
And you go. He's gonna have a sip. It's just helped himself to these guys drink. And now he has to explain why he's taking their beer and why you're not going to pay them.
And as it turns out, these were the friendly locals. Not everyone we meet is this warm. In a different bar a bit later, we aren't made to feel as welcome.
Give me. This is my camera. And then I buy beer.
Beef.
One, me, one. I invite you.
He's taking my camera to help us be able to film in the bar. Doesn't want it. Okay. We'll go ahead.
Fuck you.
We can go.
Shut.
We can go.
Fuck
We can
you.
go.
Shut.
We'll go. Oh.
Yeah. Shut.
Okay, it's okay. Let's go.
Shut.
Oh. What happened there?
Fuck you. Okay.
What's that about? It's got attacked for taking the camera in the bar. Are you okay? Yeah?
Police.
Police?
Yes.
He's a policeman?
Yeah, policeman.
The one who tried to punch you?
Yeah.
He's a policeman. He was obviously drunk. He's obviously had a lot of beers. Yeah, drunken man. So he's a policeman.
Yeah, policeman.
Why is he attacking you then if he's a policeman?
Back home, seeing a policeman makes you feel safe. Here in the Omo Valley, a badge just means you get to throw the first punch. But that punch was nothing compared to the level of brutality we're about to see next.
Guys, we've come somewhere really special. We've come to a bull jumping ceremony. "200 people here all gathering, loads of people dancing over there, loads going on, loads of joy and happiness and excitement, I think."
This is Ethiopia's Hamar tribe, and today's ceremony is in two parts. Later, a 14-year-old boy will try to run across the backs of a line of bulls. But before we get to that, the sisters of the bull jumper are about to get ritually whipped.
So this is the whipping ceremony, the whipping part.
This is the whipping. Who gets whipped?
So the whippers are the best friend of the jumper. So the women who whip are the most relative, close relative of the jumper. This is how much they show him how much they love him. That's why they're bleeding, as you see.
The best friends of the jumper
They are
whipping the family of the jumper.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
In Europe, you give a flower, you give
Okay.
something, you see?
Yeah.
Here, they bleed for you.
They bleed for their brother. Every 20 seconds or so, you hear the sound of the whipping going on. It's going on in front of me right here. It's such a crisp, horrible sound. It's the only thing it could be. It could only be someone being whipped incredibly hard, like as hard as someone can do it to someone else.
The whipping looks a lot like subservient devotion, and maybe it is. But it's intended to be a contract. Every scar becomes a debt the brother owes back to his sisters. And by taking this pain now, they ensure the brother has to protect them forever. They don't see themselves as victims, but what they are doing is buying their future security with blood.
I want to love him very much, so I need more whipping. The pain from this ceremony is nothing for us. It's harder the next day when our baby brother leaves to be a man.
The women, they don't flinch, they don't react. They don't look scared by it, they don't look intimidated by it or anything. They don't react, even for the actual whip. Yeah. It's hard.
What we're about to see isn't for show or for our cameras. This is an important rite of passage. The rules are simple. The 14-year-old boy has to run across the backs of 8 cattle. If he makes it, he becomes a man. If he doesn't, the failure is considered bad luck and reflects poorly on his family. He'll face the shame of being marked as a boy for another year, prevented from owning cattle, marrying and raising children.
The best friends of the jumper man are going to line up the bulls, they're going to pull them by their tails, they're going to hold them by their tails, hold them in a line so that there's a kind of platform for him to run across. The bulls are exhausted.
The boy waits, his modesty covered only by an apron, too short to do its job properly.
He's here. It's this end now. He's running this end. There he goes, there he goes. Whoa, he did it. He did it, first time. Incredible. He's going again, he's going again, he's going again. Oh, makes it look so easy. There he is. Jumper man, this guy. He's a man now. He runs up as a boy, and now he jumps off as a man. He's completely naked, just holding his,
In 6 seconds, the boy's entire status just changed forever. But becoming a man in the Omo Valley means facing the hardest truth of all. The party's over, and the survival begins. Now he will spend between a week and a month living on his own in the bush until his family finds and pays for his first wife. As the new man disappears into the bush, the village must eat.
this cow is about to be killed. And I'm slightly apprehensive about how I'm going to react to that. I've never really seen anything like this.
My mind is buzzing, and all I can picture is a bloody, chaotic slaughter. But actually, what I see is surgical, without cruelty or any kind of suffering.
When you say you're going to sacrifice a cow, it sounds something barbaric and extreme. But the way it was done was incredibly humane and purposeful. They cherish it. Its value is beyond kind of money or whatever, and they show that by slaughtering it, and it's attached to the importance of this bull jumping ceremony.
In the West, we hide death in factories. Here, they look it in the eye. And these animals aren't just for dinner. They're also a form of currency.
Wow, look at this. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 huts.
This is Gabayo. He's a farmer and owns 100 cows, and this makes him worth $50,000 and the richest man in the village. Where we see a farm animal, he sees a savings account that produces its own interest in the form of offspring. In a deeply unstable environment, owning cows is safer than putting his money in the bank.
I'm interested in the rifle as well. I haven't seen him put it down yet.
I use this to protect my herd. Some animals, like hyenas or jackals, will attack my cattle. So I need a gun to protect them.
And how much is this worth then? This is worth...
The gun is very expensive. It's worth about $6,000. The same as 10 cows or over 100 goats. So it's a really valuable possession. It goes everywhere I go.
And because you look cool carrying it around as well.
Spending 10 of your cows on a machine gun seems expensive, until you realise it's the insurance policy that protects the other 90. But inevitably, there's a cost to living in the past. When things go wrong, there's no safety net.
This guy looks in a lot of distress, a lot of pain. Doctor's prodding and poking and squeezing his finger.
He fell over in the bush and broke 2 fingers. He's being treated by the tribal doctor.
The doctor's just pulled out a needle and he's poking it in his finger. Oh my God. He didn't clean it, didn't do anything with the needle beforehand. But he's just poking it in his finger. What does the needle do? How does it help?
Needle out the blade inside. There is the inside is dirty, and dirty blade go outside. It's not broken. It's coming new again. It's back like this.
How does he become a doctor? Does he have like training or anything?
Somebody there is he have good eyes. He are stronger, and he do the somebody do like this, and he do like this, and then you put and you remember like that. His father before like this doctor, and then he learn his from father.
Okay.
In this situation, there's no medicine, nothing to sterilize the needle or numb the pain. All they have is the necessity of being tough enough to survive.
This is my favourite bit. This. It just softens it. It softens the whole.
It's for decoration.
It softens the whole image of a Kalashnikov with the wonderful beads on as well. It's super cool. Yeah.
Kalashnikov.
Friendly Kalashnikov.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate paradox of the Omo Valley, a weapon of war decorated with art. Coming here, I travelled 7 years into the past. I expected to find a society desperate to the West. But in the Omo Valley, time doesn't move in seconds or years. It moves in seasons, scars, and survival. Life isn't about comfort, and they have no illusions about what it takes to stay alive. But watching how they handle life, death, and survival, you realise how fragile our modern world actually is. We hide death. We measure wealth in invisible digital numbers. They're built for survival in a way we have completely forgotten. I thought I was visiting the past, but if our screens ever go dark, I might just have stumbled into our future.